私の相手はどうやら君のようだね。綾小路ボーイ。
1対1で直接対決の初戦が高円寺とは。
One on what? Hi everyone, my name is Mimi and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be reacting to Classroom of the Elite, Season 4, Episode 11, Connection. In last episode, Ayanokoji and Karuizawa shared their first kiss, which was out of nowhere and we also spent some time with Ike and his heart issues, I guess. Nanase gave advice that helped him, I guess. And now what's happening? Yeah, they were at they were about to eat some fish, and that's where Karuizawa came in there. Oh shoot. Oh, Karuizawa came in there and they talked and the kiss happened. Oh yeah, and then at the end there was an alarm that was going on, and Ayanokoji and Nanase decided to go and check out what's happening over there. So that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys like my reaction, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Day 4. How many days are they supposed to be there? Really? Is it multiple people?
Shinohara なら救護せず立ち去ることはない。第三者の痕跡か。
How likely is it that Ayanokoji is worried about the aka Shinohara relationship, and then something happens to her group? It could be Nanase's doing as well, because she sort of like inserted herself into that situation. Maybe after she gathered info and about how Ike is in love with Shinohara and all of that, she contacted somebody, maybe Hosen and Amasawa, because she said that both of them went their ways. Maybe she contacted them and then they came up with some kind of plan and they kidnapped Shinohara. I don't know. Who knows? Or this could all be Ayanokoji's plan. He could have been behind it.
焦る気持ちはわかるが、もし大怪我ならアラートが鳴っているはずだろ。それは足が。お前左足。何か
What do I feel like is Hosen's doing?
わからない。いきなりふくらはぎに衝撃が走って移動してる途中、さつきがトイレって言い出して、
Okay.
俺と木下が離れて斜面を時に
ふくらはぎに衝撃が走ったんですね。
ああ、気づいたら須藤たちがそばにいたって感じだ。幹事、待ってよ。
先輩。
わかってる。
篠原それならもっと早く声かけろよ。どんだけ心配したと思ってんだ。
だって私動けなかった。
おい、どうした？
須藤先輩、お二人もお願いします。
おい！
待ってください。話を聞かせてもらいたいだけなんです。
Amasawa?
まさかあの人が。
Is it Amasawa? Because I think I saw her hairstyle.
どこ行ってたんだよ。
どうかしたのか。
いえ。
It must have been Amasawa. Oh, she wouldn't be hiding it.
突き落とすのは見たのに都合のいい話ですね。篠原は嘘なんてつかないですよ。篠原さんの話は不祥をごまかすための嘘と判断するしかないですね。ふざけ
Self-inflicted injury?
スタート地点の近くにいてリタイアだけは避ける手もある。周辺の課題を拾うくらいはできるだろう。
Might as well do that.
わかりました。
And can you break up from a group and join another one? Oh, he's giving him a push.
それでいいのかよ。
仕方ないじゃない。私一人でこの試験を勝ち残るなんて絶対無理だし。
けど
大学になる可能性は下がるんだから。喜んだら？
喜べ。叫んなよ。喜べるわけないだろ。
はあ？いけっていつも考えなしなのよね。そんなんじゃ遅かれ早かれ退学するんだから。一応最後まで諦めず残ってるからさ。何かあるわけ？
ある。終わりだ。
You're gonna...
お前を退学させたくない。
Okay.
だから助けるんだよ。よし。そうと決まったら作戦会議だぜ、両太郎。
Spat? What does that mean?
スタート地点に戻ったら調べていただきたいことがあります。秘密裏に。
What?
実に救うには好成績のグループとの合流が不可欠だ。実現できるプランがないわけじゃない。
どんな手だよ。
だが確実性はない。ただし他の生徒が下位5組に落ちた時には救う生徒を選別するかもしれない。それを忘れるなよ、意見。
してる方がいますよ。
俺が今誰よりも会いたいと思っていたグループの一つだ。
お前は女連れで悠々と無人島試験か。
It's not a date.
綾小路。
当然下位10組のことは把握しているよな。
ああ、うちのバカどもが8位ってのは。
Oh, my idiots.
篠原はお前のクラスメイトだ。退学させないプランがあると思っていいのか。それなら篠原が生き残る道はあるが、うまくいくか。小宮と木下にはまだ使い道があるからな。
手を組むってことでいいんだな。もし一ノ瀬に会ったら同じ話を頼めるか。
坂柳が簡単に手を貸すとは思えねえがな。
What does Ichinose and Sakayanagi have to...
高円寺って今4位につけてる先輩のクラスの方ですよね。
Okay.
なんだかすごいオーラがある気がします。
True that.
水も滴るいい男。
なんか喋ってますが、私たちにでしょうか。
いや、間違いなく独り言だ。
Oh.
私の相手はどうやら君のようだね。綾小路ボーイ。
1対1で直接対決の初戦が高円寺とは。
One on what?
的に物事を考える男だね。わざわざ私と対決せず不参加にしておく方がいいと考えたんだろう。3、2、1、ゴー。
俺が本気で参加するのを待っているのか。腕の力は互角。
Okay. He let go. He let him win.
どこまでも効率重視だね。
Right? He let him win, right? Because he loosened up a little bit.
いや、俺が高円寺と戦ってもまともな勝負にならないからな。
So did he just want to test his strength? Like he was gonna let him win either way, but he just wanted to test his strength a little bit. That's why he gave it sort of like his all, I guess, a little bit in the beginning. Is that Hiyori?
坂柳。
Oh, Sakayanagi? Damn.
こんにちは、綾小路くん。
実は坂柳に一つ頼みたいことがある。小宮と木下のリタイアは聞いているか。
ええ、あたかと協力しているといったところでしょうか。
正解だ。
早い段階でどこかのグループに吸収させたいと考える。
なるほど。それで私の協力を得たいと。
宮と木下のことは買ってるみたいだからな。
彼と違って私にはメリットがありません。
人手が必要になる。
伝達役はお任せいたします。
We'll need more people? What is he trying to do?
商品を見ながら聞いてくれ。月城理事長代理の動きについてだ。小型船1隻を用意することになっていたが、なぜか船は2隻あった。
理事長代理はどこに？
基本的には施設内のモニター室で待機し、それから日に何度か見回りを。
わざわざ自分の足で？
そうだ。どうにも嫌な予感がする。気をつけろ、綾野。
1位はうちのクラスの小野寺だ。水泳においては強敵。
でも、私が気にしているのは
変人かつ超人だ。気にするだけ無駄なことだぞ。つくづく底の見えない男だ。
思ったより多くのグループがいたのはそのせいでしょうか。
それだけじゃない。一番の要素は下位10組の可視化だ。全力で戦うつもりでいても現実はそう甘くない。
先輩はこの数日前半にピークを持ってこないように立ち回っていたんですね。
基本方針はそうだ。
どうして私にそんな話を？
七瀬は明確な敵だ。他学年と競い合う試験であることもそうだし。
はい。
だがどうにも敵とは思えない部分がある。不思議だな。
I don't know about that.
捕まれ。卒業まで悔いのないように過ごせれば最高だ。
卒業。
どうした？
何でもありません。
椿さん、少しよろしいですか？何か大きなことを企んでいますよね。損。
大切な人の身に危険が迫るとかさ。
まさか櫛田先輩に？
なんでそこまで気にするわけ？
すみませんが、僕からお話しすることは何も。
お前のことは嫌いじゃないが、情報を素直に話すか、この場でリタイアするか。
僕の重要なピースだと判断してる。それはどうして？話さないなら直接櫛田先輩に聞くだけ。話す？話さない？
わかりました。
Don't be making me do some kind of mental gymnastics over here, man. My brain is not equipped for that. What the heck? Okay, let's go back to the beginning, I guess. They were hearing the alarms. They go there, and it's Shinohara's group, right? They found the other two that were hurt and passed out, but Shinohara was not with them. So Iki was panicking, but Ayanokoji calmed him down and told him, okay, if she was hurt, her alarm will be like going off and everything. And so when Komiya woke up, he's like someone hit him in the ankles or something, and then he fell over. Like Shinohara wanted to pee, and then the others were looking down the cliff to see if it's gonna be like a good shortcut for them, and then that's when he got hit, and then he fell. And then they heard something, and then Ike went up the slope or something, and then Ayanokoji followed him. They go there. He's screaming out for Shinohara. I think I've been saying Shinohana for like the longest time, but then this episode is like Shinohara, so I guess it's Shinohara. So he was screaming out for her, calling her out, and then she came out, and then she was scared. She saw someone push the other two, and she didn't know what to do, so she was sort of like hiding there and whatnot. And then when the teacher came, the teacher's like, "We can't just go by your words. They could have self-injured themselves or something or other. I don't know." And I'm like, "Why would they do that?" Now they are forced to drop out, and then it was up to Shinohara to decide whether she was gonna continue by herself or not. And they were like, if she continues by herself, it's gonna be hard for her to not be expelled, basically. And when they were taking Komiya away, he turned around and gave some kind of nod or push to Ike, and then Ike runs after her and was telling her, "I'm not gonna let you be expelled." I thought the way he was so passionately speaking to her, I thought he was gonna basically declare his feelings for her, but it didn't go there. Now, Ayanokoji is thinking, okay, the only way that they can possibly save Shinohara is to have her join a group that's doing well. And then he goes and meets with Ryuen. I think the other two that were sort of like dropped out or whatever, they are from his group, his class. So that's why when Ayanokoji was asking him to sort of like take in Shinohara, he said yes. But then he's also talking with Ichinose and Sakayanagi, and I'm like, okay, what do they have to do with this? And once he met up with Sakayanagi, Sakayanagi is like, okay, I understand why Ryuen would do this because it's beneficial to him. I don't have any benefit in this. And I'm asking myself, okay, why does Ayanokoji need Sakayanagi here? I mean, if the point is to have Shinohara join a group that's doing well, I'm assuming that group was Ryuen's group, right? But then why is still going to Sakayanagi? And then Sakayanagi was talking about like if she was also in the same, if she was to do this, she wanted it to be reciprocated. Like if she was also in that kind of situation, then Ayanokoji would help. And then Ayanokoji was like, okay, I would love to help, but something or other. And then they were talking about recruiting more people, and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get what they were talking about. I don't get what they're doing. I don't get why you need Sakayanagi and Ichino saying this. I don't get why Ayanokoji will be needed to be recruiting more people. Like, I don't get it. Koenji was just Ichino say, oh my goodness, so many people. Ayanokoji and Nanase, right? They came upon Koenji and he was just to himself. And him and Ayanokoji had a one-on-one, some kind of tug-of-war game. And I feel like that game was Ayanokoji trying to gauge Koenji's strength. Apparently, Koenji is like among the top 4, right? And they want their class to succeed, and Ayanokoji is like the best thing is to let Koenji keep getting points and whatnot. And as they were doing the tug of war, they were sort of like in the middle a little bit, but then Ayanokoji like relaxed his grip on the cord a little bit, and then that made Koenji pull him like toward his side and whatnot, and then Koenji won. So I feel like what I said previously is that Ayanokoji wanted to just see how physically strong Koenji is. But then again, as him and Nanase were leaving, he was like, even if he was to go all out, he would have trouble or something or other. I don't know. And then at one point, we see Koenji also sort of like winning, I guess, the swimming. Nanase also partook in that, but a person from class 2D won that, I believe. Nanase and Ayanokoji were talking about, basically Ayanokoji was revealing his sort of like strategy, I guess, a little bit to Nanase. And Nanase is like, okay, why are you telling me this? And then he's like, you are my enemy. And then there's the expulsion thing that's on the table as well. But I somehow feel like you're not my enemy. And she was sort of like surprised by that a little bit. And I'm like, I feel like Nanase is a good person. That person that died and she's like, I want revenge or whatever. I think, yes. If we were to go by what Ayanokoji is saying, that somehow I feel like you're not my enemy. If we were to go by that, maybe it's because, okay, at first, she's there to get Ayanokoji expelled, but the more time she's spending with him and getting to know him more and more, I think maybe her mind is starting to change, and maybe that's what Ayanokoji perceived, and he's like, maybe you're not really my enemy, but I don't know. And then there's also a point in the episode where Ayanokoji asked Chabashira to do something for him at the starting line or something or other like that. I'm like, what is she supposed to do for you? I don't know. What else happened this episode? The teacher that was supposed to be keeping an eye on Tsukishiro. He was like, okay, Tsukishiro is up there somewhere keeping an eye on things, and once in a while he will go out and just by himself and try and survey things and see how it's going. And then he said that there was like, if there was a problem on the island, they will be leaving by helicopter and boats. But then he did something. Tsukishiro did something with the boats or the ships or something. Or I don't know. He said something about the boats. And that it was Tsukishiro's doing. And then he told Ayanokoji to be careful. I forgot exactly what he said, but yeah. He was there. He told him, okay, look at the paper, try to choose something while I'm telling you exactly what's going on. And yeah. I wonder if Tsukishiro knows that these two are conspiring against him. I don't know. Okay, I forgot about that part. When Shinohara, the others fell, and Shinohara and Ayanokoji and Ike were up there somewhere, Nanase heard something, and then she started running after someone. And then there came a point where the person that she was running after, the hoodie sort of like lifted a little bit. And I feel like the person's hair was similar to Amasawa. And when Ayanokoji came back and they asked Nanase, okay, like, what's going on? She said nothing. So, since she is in the same group as Amasawa and Hosen, I'm assuming that's why she didn't say anything. Assuming I saw what I think I saw, it was Amasawa. And that's why she didn't say anything to Ayanokoji. So I'm assuming that they are the ones that injured Komiya and Kinoshita. I'm assuming they are the ones that injured them. But what was the goal of that? I don't know. And then at the end there, you had, what was her name again? You had that scene with Yagami and Tsubaki and Utomiya, and Yagami was asking Tsubaki, like what her plans were or something or other like that. And then is that what she asked? I don't know. But she's like, there's a 20 million points award for getting Ayanokoji expelled, so she's gonna have to participate in that. Or like if you don't do anything, then someone that you care about could get hurt. And then she turned around and asked Yagami like if his plan must include Kushida, and what is her role or something or other. And then Utomiya just showed up behind him and was like strangling him. Tell me what we want to know or something or other. I know they're not gonna kill him, but they surely were hurting him. And then he's like, okay, I'll tell you everything. I'm like, okay, whatever it is that they want to know about Kushida. And the fact that he's telling them that he was going to tell them, is he actually going to tell them, or is he just going to tell them a made-up version of what the actual truth is when it comes to Kushida? I don't know. So we'll see. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, the link is going to be in the pinned comment, so you can just click on it and you can watch it right now. And you can also catch up with all my previous Classroom of the Elite reactions. There's a playlist in the comment as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.